Hello, guys. Hi, this is the Blue Nawabs talk and Chelsea Lucknow का अपना podcast, and we are beginning with this one where we'll be discussing what are we feeling and how's it been so far for our members and for the audience here. Cool. So it was a rough season, and we are not new to this. We've done some talks before, and we know कि हालत थोड़ी सी खराब थी, थोड़ी सी नहीं काफी खराब थी. We finished in the bottom mid, and yeah, never thought that I would be seeing that as a Chelsea fan. But well, what happened happened. So with me we have
Uh,
Suyesh, who's from Chelsea
Mrigang,
Lucknow.
bhai, sorry, one thing. Uh,
Yeah.
your voice is दो बार आ रही है voice. पता नहीं देवायुष
Devayush,
आप
is it the same?
It's no, it's fine for me.
Okay, then yeah, could be something on your end, Suyesh.
okay. No, it's fine now. Sorry. Please go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe some technical glitch, network के साथ हो जाता है. Right. So yes, with me we have Suyesh, and we have Devayush. So let's begin, guys. What I'll for starters, I'd just like you to say a little bit hello and two lines about yourself. Um, I think Suyesh is reconnecting, so Devayush will begin with you.
So hi all, and this is Devayush. So I'm being a Chelsea fan from since 2004 2005, and as Mrigang said, like I have never thought like we'll be finishing bottom half, and all the London clubs will be finishing above us. So it was a very I don't know how to say, but it was a very bad season. But yeah, there were a lot of positives, I would say, and lot of findings. The first one clearly is Enzo, who is on the field, off the field, is like he's kind of a leader. And yeah, I think that this season will be the comeback season, and I hope, like last time we won the league when we were not in European, and this time also I feel that we can win the league, and finally we can go and show the people like that we are the Blues.
Right. I mean, yes, we know we dare to dream, and so Suyesh, we while you were reconnecting, we were just doing a small introduction and two lines about Chelsea, maybe how you got to love Chelsea, etc.
So yeah, I mean, so myself Suyash and आईटी में जॉब करता हूँ. वर्क फ्रॉम होम चल रहा है 3 साल से चल ही रहा है. सो लखनऊ में ही हूँ. एंड Chelsea, I am a very recent football fan as well as Chelsea fan. So last season मतलब मुझे reports में दिखा कि Chelsea was a मतलब एक अलग लेवल पे क्लब था एंड somehow बहुत decline हो रहा है. So I wanted to technically understand football, and I thought that what better than cheering a team that is you know on a on a not very good trajectory. So वैसे start हुआ, and then I started following a lot of uh, influencers. बहुत कुछ देखा and fell in love with the club. And and मैं मतलब going forward this season मतलब towards the end of the last season it was like कि मतलब ये season जल्द से जल्द खत्म हो जाए. It was literally a torture. And but अभी जब से पोचेटिनो को साइन किया है, आई he was not even our first choice manager, but उससे पहले we like tried Nagelsmann and Enrique but didn't work out. uh, but now I believe that he's very much taking the team in the right direction, and some of the signings I think we'll discuss about them in detail in later. But some of the signings are really exciting, especially in the final third. And मुझे लगता है अब देवायुष भाई ने तो सीधे जिता दिया हमें, बट मुझे ऐसा लगता है अगर हम टॉप 4 में पहुंच जाएं तो दैट विल बी अ ह्यूज विन फॉर अस.
So in the comment section as well, अभिराज सचिन का कहना है कि top four this season is possible. And to be honest, that I was also thinking maybe a solid finish. Like I can see if we try really hard and if we get back to being the Chelsea we were with this squad, we should at least get into top three. That is what I feel. But there is a lot of ifs and but in that thing. The first and very strong if and but is that the squad which we have, the team which we are trying to find, they gel up together and then they stay fit for the whole season, which is a really really tough job being Chelsea. Being
Being
a
a
Chelsea
Chelsea.
player. क्योंकि पता नहीं क्या हो जाता है यार, मतलब what is the problem? I don't know. तीन चार गेम खेलोगे and then you go out for few months, बढ़िया मस्त लीव पे, things just don't turn, they don't work out for these guys. So I wish that they stay fit and yeah, ऐसा ही है. So okay, let's kickstart this the conversation that we have planned for the episode one, which is what are we feeling, and the question is basically the theme is basically that like as fans, it's been such a roller coaster, man. Ki we're used to winning trophies, and then we went on runs where we didn't even win again, and our players are not fit. We're not fielding best 11. Nobody is scared of us. I mean, I don't know. I remember times ki Chelsea के अगेंस्ट मैच है तो टीम्स की फैंस की they were literally scared कि anything can happen, we were solid contenders, we were there to win, and then this happened. So I want to know that what do you feel, Devayush, um, what are your takeaways from the last season? Where did it go wrong? Yeah.
I think the first reason is the Super Tommy Tuchel was sacked. I think that was something, I don't know that this was required, or but that is a past. Let's take it. But because after that, Graham Potter was signed, and initially we played really good games. We were like we were on a roller coaster ride, and we were like on a high. Like before that, but after that, I think the main reason that we were lagging behind was injuries. Reese and Chilwell, they were the best LBs that we like back we have, and after that, after they went on, like they were off, it was like I don't know, there was something else that was going on and on. There was no gel up, there was no unity between the team, there was no real leaders in the team. And as I mentioned, I saw one of the game where like Enzo was having a fight with all the Manchester United people, and there was no other guy who was going and fight like, okay, we should go. And I remember there was a time when like Terry Lamps,
Right.
Drogba, Essien, Kalu, they were like, if someone will kick out someone else, like they are gone. It will be something else. So I don't know that. I think the unity, the team size, it went on and on and on. Thirdly, we didn't make the right signings, I would say, or the players were not feeling good, to be honest, because I don't know. We have a center forward who was not willing to play for us, who was willing to play for some other club. So this was the. I think these are the reasons that I feel that there was a problem with the team building. There should be a team building activity that should be taken place, and which I can see right now. There is, it's going on well. The people want to like, there is a saying like you can buy big players, you can buy like whole lot of big players, but if they don't want to play for the badge, they cannot.
That's right. I mean, playing for the
So
badge is something that you know uh, I don't know. I mean, मुझे लगा था कि that thing is basic. I
I
mean, if you sign,
last season it was lacking, to be honest. I like I used
Oi,
to
as a
watch also.
football supporter, we've been watching football for so long. We've been watching Chelsea for so long. I really, it's so hard to remember. Apart from this particular time or period, it's so hard to remember ki if we had players who don't want to die for this club. I
Hmm.
can't remember such players honestly, and if there were any, we probably did send them out on loans, or we probably sold them by the time, but there was always at least 15, 16 players who were ready to die on the pitch for this club, for this badge. And there's just so much lack of passion. There was at least so much lack of passion in the previous team, and it was shocking, to be honest, that we over the time we had accumulated such players who don't want to play for it. Frank
Hmm.
Lampard also, gave an interview, and a really elaborate interview recently, that he talked about the same things, that if you don't want to play, if they don't want to, do something on their own, then you can't really make them do it. How much ever you want to motivate them, how much whatever kind of coaching you give them, you can't make them win the games. It is something that the player has to do it themselves. So, yeah, I
Correct.
agree with that takeaway there, that there was really lack of the passion for the club, and this kind of feeling that you have to have as a footballer. I think it motivates you to win any game. And whatever the fairy tales that we have seen over the time, when Celtic defeated Barcelona 2-1, and Leicester's fairy tale of the whole season. So these kind of things don't happen without passion. If you want to win games, you have to have passion. So, yep, I think we're better off with some of the players that we have offloaded. Suyesh, I'd like to come to you and ask, what was your takeaway apart from these things? Did you notice something else, or would you like to add something to these points?
I think to me the root cause of the poor performance in the last season was primarily the bloated squad. I think signed the new leadership. They are from America, right? They don't have a lot of experience in football. And they were just going for superstar signing without consulting the manager. And when they sacked Tuchel, some of the signings were of Tuchel. Right? And Graham Potter, I am not sure if he was even consulted for in the winter signings. And when you have a bloated squad, what happens is the manager obviously has to select 15, 16 players in every match, 11 who will play start and 5, 6 will be on the bench. uh, which obviously means when you have a 30, 35, 40 player squad, many superstars will have to said that you are not coming to the ground. Now that eventually leads to ये वाली फीलिंग कि भाई क्लब के लिए पैशन नहीं है, और मतलब क्योंकि कॉन्फ्लिक्ट ऑफ ईगो आ जाता है, बहुत कुछ आ जाता है। मेन प्रॉब्लम यही थी, एंड दिस केप्ट ऑन लाइक एक्सपोनेंशियली राइजिंग। एंड जो इंटरव्यू का आप लैम्पार्ड के बात कर रहे हो उसमें उन्होंने काफी मतलब इलेबोरेटली बताया भी था कि इट वाज वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर हिम टू से नो टू प्लेयर्स, दैट यू हैव टू सिट आउटसाइड। इट वाज ही लिटरली कॉल्ड इट आउट दैट इट वाज द टफेस्ट पार्ट ऑफ हिज जॉब। सो आई थिंक बहुत अच्छा काम नाउ हमने किया है कि हमने 11 और 12 जो भी अभी तक प्लेयर्स को जाने दिया है जिनको क्लब के लिए पैशन नहीं है। एंड जस्ट एडिंग टू द पॉइंट ऑफ पैशन ना होना क्लब के लिए, तो सम ऑफ द कोबम ग्रेजुएट्स लाइक मेसन माउंट, उनका आ रहा था कि ही वांट्स टू लीव चेल्सी। तो मतलब ऐसे समय जब क्लब अच्छा सीजन नहीं हुआ, यही तो टाइम है जब आप अपना यू गिव बैक टू योर एल्मा मैटर। ऐसे समय आप मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड जाने की बात, खैर प्लस उन्होंने मतलब अच्छा फेयरवेल भी नहीं हुआ उनका। जिस तरह से चेल्सी बाकी लोगों को फेयरवेल दे रही थी, एसपी को और काफी मतलब कांटे को, उस तरह का फेयरवेल भी नहीं दिया गया आई थिंक।
Like,
सो
so
या
yeah, Mason Mount, a whole different story, a whole different thing. And farewell की बात अगर करें तो I don't think Mason Mount deserved an Aspilicueta level is farewell. It is justified, to be honest, and not just because of what happened. It overall, Aspilicueta is a legend, and he he's something that you know it's really hard to find these kind of people. So And Kante ke jaisa, I don't know, man. Kante, whenever he was fit, he gave his 100%. So
Absolutely.
that also matters. Like someone's a winner, born winner, always working hard, and stuff like that. So yeah, of course, it makes sense why Chelsea didn't do it like that. But it also makes sense in the other way. जिस तरह की हरकतें थी भाई साहब की. So yeah, uh, but well, yeah, gone for good. I think really nice price, and selling Mason Mount and selling Kai Havertz. I think really good deals we got out of them. We needed these kind of deals, and we needed. I got. I honestly felt that throughout the season, I felt that for Mount that he wasn't giving his efforts. So it was pretty visible. I mean, I don't know if maybe there could be cases made that he had some sparks, but throughout the season, sparks don't work out. You have to have that fire in you, and you have to
I
show it
think
on the
for
field. So
yeah, I think for this one, Mauricio Pochettino has given a best answer about like we can have as many people in the team, but if you are coming to a club thinking that you will play rather than you will work hard and then you will play. I think this is the main
right,
part where he has mentioned like you have to make sure that you work hard, you are doing good, you are training good, and for yourself the team should be first rather than you just playing the games it's and losing the games. So it doesn't matter.
right.
और जस्ट टू ऐड लाइक प्रीवियस सीजन में तो मतलब किसी ने कुछ भी नहीं मतलब ऐसा किया था कि मतलब उस लेवल का उनको कॉन्फिडेंस आ जाए कि वो मतलब क्लब से ऊपर हैं एंड मतलब इट्स लाइक आई डोंट नो मतलब
हाँ हाँ लाइक मतलब तुम्हें क्यों सुपरस्टार सैलरीज चाहिए एंड देन यू परफॉर्म लाइक शिट एवरी गेम सो इट्स नॉट जस्टिफाइड.
टुवर्ड्स द
Yeah,
एंड ऑफ द सीजन आई थिंक एंजो लुइस हॉल थोड़ा बहुत चिलवेल ने एक रेड कार्ड मेरे को याद आ रहा है लिया था उसमें थोड़ा पैशन मेरे को दिखा था तो थोड़ा बहुत एंड में लग रहा था कि कौन कोर प्लेयर्स हैं इस टीम के एंड हु विल एक्चुअली बी
I think
स्टार्स.
Chilwell is a great find. He is someone who is a leader. He doesn't need an armband. So I think Chilwell, Reese, Enzo is a leader. I think if Reese is
I
not
think it's
there,
very underrated, but Kepa is a great leader.
huh. But
Yeah,
if
yeah, he
Reese is
kind
not
of.
here, I will definitely go for Enzo to wear an armband.
बट केपा पे मतलब आपको नहीं लगता कि केपा के लिए एक मतलब कंपटीशन हमको चाहिए मतलब एटलीस्ट एक और गोलकीपर होना चाहिए.
Definitely. We need so yeah we need definitely we need a signing. And by signings, I think we just Fabrizio announced that we have signed, we have an agreement in place with Leslie Ugochukwu and from Reims, Stade de Reims in France. So he's a defensive midfielder and he's a backup for that matter. Defensive midfielder. I think he will be used as a backup. We already have Carney, so
Hmm.
let's see. We
सैंटोस
still need someone.
सैंटोस कैसेडे आई डोंट नो मतलब.
Yeah, Cassidy is more like creator. Santos, the same for Santos. And yeah, let's talk about the signings so far, which is the second focus of the day. Um, who have we signed? What are you feeling about them? How do you like the team right now? We are playing in the preseason. We've been doing fine, and Pochettino is getting a hold of the team. There's some passion on the sidelines too. Uh, yeah, so let's see. First of all, let's talk about the golden boy from the Euro under 20s or youth, Cesare Cassidy. What do you think about him,
I
Devayush?
think he's a great find. He is similar to Loftus Cheek, to be honest. But yeah, but he is someone like he's a baller. We have seen him in the preseason. He's assisting. He's doing all those things that we expect our other big players, big signings should do. I think in I think one loan will be enough for him, and he will be ready to just go on and on. There
Right.
is no going back. He is exceptional.
Well, in my opinion, I think Cassidy can stay with the squad. And why do we need to give him, give him out on loan? Probably some mid-table club will sign him in some other league, and we ourselves finish mid-table. So I think we're eligible. And jokes aside, I mean, देखो अपने पास we don't have so much quality depth right now, so I think we should keep him and use him as the creative guy that he is.
Hmm.
So that's my
Yeah, we can do that,
take.
but
I think
the
abhi
thing is, there should be someone who can, like, the young players, they need to play. If he'll play 4 to 5 games, which I feel like he'll play that much only, so then it's like 4 to 5 games with 90 minutes. So then it doesn't make sense to keep him. Like, we are going to sign Kudus also, but it looks like we are going to sign. And if Cardne is also going on loan, so I think we can send him. It's and to a Premier League club, 1 season or half a season, um, he will be one of the best prospect.
Because
much
see, all my thing is that whatever, like, if we have someone to start with, we don't have his backup. Because right now we don't have people to start with. All we have is backup. So which is why I think
exactly.
we need to keep Cassidy with us. And it would kind of it's not that they won't develop. See, they'll be training with the first team. They won't get the regular basis experience, but with the amount of games that English system has in general, we have Premier League games, then we have Carabao games, we have FA Cup games, and thank God, like, you can really thank people that this squad doesn't have European games. I wouldn't, नहीं देख पाते. तो
नहीं
so
बट मैं
yeah,
एग्री करता हूँ
there is
यहाँ पे
going to be.
मृगांक भाई से कि मतलब इस समय काइसेडो 2 महीने से हम मतलब ला नहीं पा रहे हैं अभी तक और लाविया का भी अभी आई थिंक लिवरपूल आगे चल रही है तो एक एक्सपीरियंस्ड प्लेयर जब तक नहीं आता है तब तक और लोन करना भी है तो चैंपियनशिप में करो प्रीमियर लीग टीम को करके एक और लिवाई कॉलविल वाली सिचुएशन मत बना देना कि मतलब
No, see, if he starts, if Cassidy starts like Colwell did, there is no absolutely no problem. Colwell की कोई situation है नहीं. We won't sell is we won't sell. तो
या तो
अब चाहे
हाँ
कोई कितना भी चेस कर ले, it's actually good what happened with Colwell. He got that
Hmm.
top class experience. So if he goes to PL and he starts, I have no problem. But otherwise, I think he should be kept, and he could really help this team out.
I
See
think
how
Colville's
Madsen.
situation, yeah, Colville's situation is created by Brighton only. There is no situation, there is no issue. They have only created all the issues. They are only doing all the scenarios. And I think if we are
Exactly.
not able to get Casedo, then we can try Chaloba. Trevor Chaloba is also, like, he's playing CB, and he is a midfielder. He used to play in midfield in League One. So I think we can try him, and I feel that after some matches he will be someone who can build on that CDM role.
Right.
He can
I
shoot.
don't
He
know
can
about.
score goals.
Yeah, I think Chalupa is good. I personally rate him fine. Like he has been sticking around for a while. Doesn't whine like some others who who want to get bumped in money, or who they want to uh, climb up the first 11 without
Hmm.
showing quality performances. So he kind of keeps his place. I like him as a player. I like him as a professional. I think he can be used as a CDM, backup CDM. I have done, I've said this earlier on the chats as well to my people, and the response was quite fine, I think. But yeah, I hope the manager is thinking the same things. So yeah, and talking about a little further behind about the signings that we made, out of Mudrik, Madueke, Enzo, of course, Enzo is not in this conversation, and now we have Jackson. So Do you think that these guys are going to regularly start? And what are your takes on these two? Let's
Yeah,
start with this. Yes.
with me, right? Or
Yep.
so I think Jackson would surely start, given that we the other option is Broa, who is injured right now, and the way Jackson has performed in the like three preseason games right now, the runs he makes, the calmness he shows in front of the goal, that was something which we were terribly lacking. Be it Howard's,
Agreed.
Felix,
Totally agree.
Sterling, I mean, complete mess. But so yeah, I mean, Madueke, many people, sort of love him. But I would say that when, जब सबका ही सीजन शिट जा रहा होता है तो कोई ओके भी परफॉर्म करता है तो वी थिंक दैट ही इज अ ग्रेट प्लेयर. उसके कुछ कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स थे जैसे कि वो ही प्राइमरली व्हेन ही प्लेड इन द राइट विंग ही यूज्ड टू मूव राइट एंड साइड में जाके ही कुडंट क्रॉस. उसका जो क्रॉस इतना अच्छा नहीं जाता
Hmm.
था. सो मतलब आई थिंक ही स्टिल नीड्स टू वर्क ऑन हिज राइट फुट. सो आई थिंक अभी न्यूज आ रही थी कि फुलहम के अगेंस्ट ही विल बी ट्राइड, ही विल बी स्टार्टेड. सो देखते हैं हाउ ही प्लेज बिकॉज राइट विंग अकॉर्डिंग टू मी इज स्टिल अ प्रॉब्लम unless we sign Kudus, who can actually cam or right wing dono, primarily a
Right.
cam but can play on the right wing as well. Apart from that, I think the signings में Enzo तो I think was in the winter, right? वो तो
Yeah.
मतलब the team will play around him. I hope we sign Caicedo again so that he can play freely because अभी वो free नहीं हो पा रहा.
I
अगर आप
think that.
देखो
Uh,
अर्जेंटीना के लिए जब वो खेला था वर्ल्ड कप में सो ही वाज मोर फ्री, मतलब आगे जाके खेल रहा था. ऑल्दो हिज शूटिंग इज स्टिल
hmm.
नॉट नॉट द बेस्ट बट मतलब उसको फ्री करना बहुत जरूरी है. कांटे जब था तो एटलीस्ट ही वाज एक दो मैच जो भी वो साथ खेले उसमें ही वाज मोर
Hmm.
कंफर्टेबल. तो वैसा कोई चाहिए हमको अभी. मतलब सांटोस हैज शोन थोड़ा बहुत बट आई स्टिल फील कि वी नीड एन एक्सपीरियंस्ड पर्सन देयर.
Right. Santos way too young. And Abhi, honestly speaking, these guys have not seen Premier League and the
या
standard that Premier League requires. So, जितना भी अच्छा promising candidate हो, Premier League does shit some serious stuff to you.
but among the
So,
summer signings, I would say Nicholas Jackson is the one who to watch out for sure.
right.
And
I think
Nkunku.
number 11
Nkunku
leke
as well.
he should start. Right. In Kunku. So, I wish Nkunku was more, right side of the player. So, sort हो गया होता. But yeah, we have the central and more leftish touch in Nkunku. So let's see. And Devayush, what do you think? Like, do we need more someone else at the striker position alongside Jackson right now, or the current combinations are good enough to take this team ahead?
Yeah, I don't think we need number 9 right now. We have Jackson and Broa is there. If Jackson, what we can try Jackson for 70 minutes and then give Broha for 20-30 minutes. I think this will be better to give an experience to younger ones also because Jackson is looking like a young Drogba right now. He he is his positioning, his runs, like he wants to play and he wants to play for the badge right now. It looks like. So I think he is a great find, and I think this is something which directors have done, or what I would say, like they have done the best thing instead of throwing out money on strikers because I don't remember any other club throwing out money on strikers rather than Chelsea. If you see Morata and Lukaku, and look, there are so many Higuains. We have just
Higuain.
we have just we have just done it like that, and we couldn't find. And all our findings who had played well were of less amount, like Jackson, Diogo Costa. I think we don't need it right now for CDMC. 100 million. I'm not sure like whether he is worth of 100 million or not right now. Let's suppose if he
Caicedo, right?
gets injured, Caicedo, yeah. If he gets injured, then what we will do? Then there is
Hmm.
no going back. So right now, I think I'm not sure whether we should go for Caicedo or not because if next year definitely he will be worth this much only. He will not be more than that, because
Right.
one bad season or half a bad season will make him go down. And I'm pretty sure if Colwell was Brighton player, he would have been costed say 100 million.
So I think that my personal opinion about Caicedo is that first of all he's a nice player, and the only issue that I have is that he's not 100 million player. And why do I say that is I really believe that whatever the inflation in market is, we overpaid for Enzo as well, and that was because a lot of amount, the money had to be bifurcated to a lot of parties. It was not, it wasn't the amount that one single party took it for themselves. So yeah, I think that Caicedo, uh, the money is going into the single place. I think I read some reports that a little amount is going to be given to someone, but I don't think that Brighton is going to do that. Given that Tony Bloom is such a mastermind with his money stuff, so yeah, he's just playing us for a lot of money, and I don't think he's valued at that much. We could poach literally world class players with just a little more added money. So paying 100 for Caicedo is not worth it. It's not going to solve most of the issues. Plus, he has had only one good season in the best season that Brighton has had so far. So I want to our scouts to watch him a little longer, and
Just
we don't. I
uh,
don't want to rush.
just to add on to that, I think he will be unhappy if he, because he had a verbal agreement with Brighton in
Right.
January that if he gets a good offer, he Brighton will let him go. Now,
Exactly.
given that this deal doesn't work out, Chelsea does not pay 100 million. I don't think Caicedo would be, as satisfied as he was last year. So I think Chelsea should also think about that and just not give up here. But again, we need to think about Pochettino as well. He should also have his final squad ready before the Liverpool game. I think Chelsea is the only team that is playing a big team in the first match day. Remaining all the big teams are playing, smaller clubs. So we need to consider that before the Liverpool game, and given that Liverpool has really done some good signings, especially in the like offensive side of things. So I think Poch should have the side ready before the Liverpool game, and whoever we sign should actually have gel up with the team before that match, because it will be a big match according to me.
Well, Liverpool Chelsea is always entertaining, and I'll be looking forward to it. In fact, we are going to have a screening. So yeah, I'm positive we will win that one because see, however bad we've been, Liverpool still get 0-0s with us. So if it's something we just lock on. We're like two best friends who are always stranded in problems. So इस मैच में मजा आएगा and yeah, honestly, well, signings are tough thing and हाँ, काइसेडो को छोड़ के अगर और भी कोई ऑप्शन मिलता है, उगाटे एक ऑप्शन था अपने पास, बट देन पीएसजी सेट ले लो सारा पैसा ले लो,
Hmm.
और वो निकल लिया.
वो
The
वो
usual
भी ले सकते
PSG.
हैं हम लोग. We can try for Edson Alvarez, which we were looking to sign last year
Yeah,
from
well,
Ajax.
it's like कि ये भूल जाते हैं, मतलब they have a list this year, they look after them, एक सीजन के बाद they are not interested anymore. अब तो वो पुराना हो गया, we want new toy.
Because Edson Alvarez, we were ready to pay 50 million. Now he is worth 30 million. So I think this he we can try him. We can try Chaloba. We can try Lavia. Lavia will be around 50 million with bonuses. So I think we can try him.
So we can even invert Reece James.
Because we have a lot of defenders right now, and Chelsea Academy is some, like in next 2 to 3 years we won't need any signings. Everyone will be there from our academy.
Mm.
Well,
So
पहले भी हमने ऐसा ही सोचा था, and look where we are now. हमें साइन करने ही पड़ रहे हैं. So I don't think that we can rely on that, and particularly because players want to move, players want to play, and we are not ready to give
Hmm.
outright chance to unproven.
Correct.
और
No,
it
but
it kinds of a paradox, कि हम चांस देंगे नहीं तो उन्हें एक्सपीरियंस मिलेगा नहीं, और उन्हें एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है इसलिए हम चांस देते नहीं है तो
but ये है कि ये वाले ओनर्स थोड़े अलग हैं, so hope
राइट.
that they will do something else. But let's see what happens, because instead of paying to Kaisedo, I think that we should go for offensive like Kudus or someone else, instead of
How
paying like
about
all the
uh,
money to Kaisedo.
Well,
Like if you like we have defenders, we can shuffle it around. We have Chaloba who can play around. So if we can
so
score
okay,
five
okay.
goals,
Talking about signings, let us discuss. Apart from a defensive midfielder, which is absolutely a need right now, and we need someone top class. In the middle of the pitch. Who else, or what other position do we need to sign right now? I'll start with something that has already been said. We need a solid competition for Kepa, but
hmm.
has to, Kepa should remain number one. But we need a good experienced backup.
so do you guys think that we should sign David De Gea, given that he's a free agent? But of
I
course,
mean,
his
with the
wages will be high.
wages, no.
Yeah.
No, he will not come because we won't be paying him that much wages.
Yeah.
Yeah. Given we are giving so much to Sterling and like I don't know, like we
Sterling
I
is
mean,
only I
doesn't
think
mean
that
we'll make
Sterling is
again
only.
mistakes.
Yeah, you are
absolutely,
saying
yeah, yeah.
something. Go on. I think
No, I
Sterling is
just
here
said that.
only just because he is an experienced person. That's it. Because Pochettino wants experience.
Yeah.
Once, like in next 1 or 2 year, he will be gone. Like he's only here just for an experience. He doesn't give anything. He's not providing anything. He's not helping the team. He's not. I don't know what exactly he's doing.
But still, I think from the last season, I still remember that game against Nottingham Forest, जहाँ पे he banged in 2 goals and brought us like I thought that we'll win that game, but we conceded
But
2 goals. I think one
uh,
mistake was
but
of Kepa
in
as well.
that match, that was a deflection. That's
One
why
was a
it.
deflection and one was a great goal.
Right.
But I don't know about Sterling. He's something else. I don't know what exactly do we need him, because Noni is someone who's playing really good.
मैं पता है, मैं इतने टाइम से स्टर्लिंग को देख रहा हूँ फ्रॉम लिवरपूल टू सिटी टू हियर. माय I have few points about Sterling in mind जो अब चेंज नहीं हो सकते मेरे लिए. First is that he runs really awkwardly. That's just a joke point. Second thing is that he works really hard. He never stops running. He gives good efforts to the team. And third thing is he gets carried by his team, and because of that he has a name in a in a team like City. I believe anyone, you put anyone up top there or on the wings, if you are able to run to that point or run towards the goal, tap-ins will come to you, and that's what Sterling gained. Sterling had a lot of tap-ins, a lot of cutbacks, to 10 people who were present in the box to finish. So he had a lot of assists that way, and this is how he has his numbers, and we got faked by that kind of data. And not really faked. I was just, I never wanted Sterling as a signing. I don't know what sense it made. We didn't benefit from it immediately, neither in the long term. And someone says a Sterling body posture as well. So there you go. These things.
I think that still somehow Poch backs him, and I think at least in the beginning 4 or 5 matches he will start, but he'll be under a lot of pressure. If he doesn't perform, I think he'll be sold for sure. If not in the winter, but like definitely in the next summer, and he'll
And
be benched for
and
the season.
by perform, we need numbers. We don't need
Yeah, yeah,
efforts. We have enough
absolutely.
efforts. We have had a lot of efforts in Timo, but we sold him. So if we can sell someone like Timo, then Sterling needs to go.
Uh,
We don't need take ons, number of take ons, and all those things. We just
Yeah,
need goals or assist. That's it.
give me the direct route one
yeah.
impact, direct impacts.
I
Simple.
think today
So
also we are on the verge of signing one more player. I think his name is Leslie
yeah,
Ugo
yeah,
Chukwu. Like
yep.
he's
Yeah,
a
right.
CB or CDM.
No, he's a CDM. That's what I said. I think I discussed maybe in the start.
Yeah.
Leslie Chuko, Ugo Chuko. Leslie Ugo Chuko. He's French, Nigerian, and defensive midfielder. Started once में खेलता है. He's quite young and 27 kind of fees we're paying. So I think we are going to keep him with our team and as a
Correct.
rotational defensive mid. So let's see, or maybe I don't know. I honestly haven't seen him play, so maybe he has some quality, and we might have found a steal.
Yeah, and just
Correct.
coming back to the original question कि और कौन सी positions हमको लगती हैं जो which might need a signing. So uh, given मतलब three matches जो हमने प्री सीजन के देखे हैं, निकोलस जैक्सन के वर्कलोड को मैनेज करने के लिए, क्योंकि अभी ब्रोया नहीं है, तो एनकुंकू को
No,
स्ट्राइकर
I
खिलवा
think
रहे हैं.
Broya is back.
ओके.
Broya is back.
So I don't know, but if the plan of Poch is to play Nkunku as a striker, as a backup of Nicholas Jackson, then at number 10 I don't see Conor Gallagher as an option. Last year हमारे पास number 10 की भरमार थी. Like there was Mount, there was like uh, Havertz and you know Felix, but this time I don't see Conor Gallagher as an immediate replacement of Nkunku. So again, Kudus, Olise, Cherky तो I think link up टूट गया है given his जो अभी आ रहा
Sherky,
था कि
yeah,
Poch is not interested in him. But
right.
Olise again, as I think Mrigang bhai you said a couple of days ago, कि he is more a right side player than a cam. So I think Kudus will solve for it. मतलब uh, if
I
Hmm.
if
kind
if
of
Poch is planning
actually
to.
want Olise to happen because yeah, well, he's proven in the Premier League. He's young, and we need a right winger, as Suresh said at the starting, and I kind of agree with that thing that we need someone to supersede, Maduike.
Madueke. Yeah.
Yeah. So mhm. Yeah, so that's about it.
Can
Anything that
Gallagher
you
play
would like to
CDM?
add?
Can Gallagher play
No,
CDM?
no. He's a ball-winning kind of midfielder who wants to keep running, and he does actually keep running. He is good at tackling also. He is good with steals, but yeah, he needs quality players beside him. He can't, अकेले मिड में वैसे भी हम किसी एक बंदे को
He
छोड़
need
देंगे और बोलेंगे
he
भाई
needs to start
तेरी
passing
है.
the ball. Like he needs to start passing. मतलब he keeps running with the ball every time. Like I
I
think
think
that
his
is the
instinct
reason.
it is more of that kind of instinct he has कि uh, one time pass दूंगा गोल हो जाना चाहिए. So
But
he
he
tries
plays
that
for
kind
the
of balls.
badge. He plays for the
Right.
badge.
No, I love him as a player. Just for the records, I love him as a player. I want him to stay.
Absolutely.
I want him to become, a blue guy forever. So
He has
yes,
passion for the club, which is very important.
right. So that's a really nice talk, guys. And I think we have mostly spoken about what we are feeling about, a lot of things from the past for the current ongoing preseason and our hopes for the future, which is of course to keep performing, land in top four, and for Devayush Bhai win the league for all of us also.
Absolutely.
So
That's
yeah,
the ultimate
We
goal.
can, we can absolutely. If in Conte time if we can win at that time, definitely we can do it this time.
there is something that there is only one thing that comes to mind. It's that in the worst or the worst times, in all the shit times, if anyone ever can do it, it is only Chelsea.
Chelsea.
This is something that is nobody can take away from us, and
Yeah,
even rival fans agree to this. So
yeah. We
on this
lost, I
note,
think, 7 matches. Four to five matches we lost during that time. Uh, 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 on a row, yeah. I think initially we won 2 matches. After that, we lost 4 to 5 matches. But
yeah,
after
right,
that, it was no turning back. So
right.
I hope we can
So
do that.
anything can happen. This is football, the beauty of the game, and कोई कितना भी down play कर ले, if the players want, they can win us anything. And on this note, let us wind up today's session. It was absolutely great talking to you all, and thanks for all the people in the comment section. to joining in our first stream. And thanks, Devayush. Thanks, Suyesh.
Thank
We'll
you,
see you
Mrigan.
guys
Thank you
again.
so much.
Thank you, thank you. Hoping that we'll have another session soon. Soon, I think we didn't cover a lot of things. I hope we covered.
Definitely. This is
It was
just an
only
episode one.
1%.
Yeah,
There's always so much we can talk about in football and for Chelsea. So cool. We'll see you all again very soon. Thank you so much for joining us, and have a nice day.
Thank you. Forever Blues.